ADHD Zelda is not recommended for small audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
I really want a theme song, but I don't have one. So I'll sing to the main theme, Legend of Zelda. And it's Cuckoo in a bottle, coming at you again, and again and again, with low quality content from a friend.
Okay, welcome to the second part of this game. Today we're gonna be going through our first Zelda dungeon. That should be interesting. Saria is still here, as always. Let's see what that bitch Mido has to say. Oh my god, I can't help but curse. Anyone who's had childhood bullies knows. If you know, you know. You know? Yeah, I know. Look at him. He's still doing it. He's still doing it. He's so mad. If you want to see the great Deku tree, you should at least equip the sword and a shield. And what's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? Excuse you. I, the great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the Deku tree, huh? Now, what do you think of that one, Navi? She doesn't have an opinion. Listen, all she cares about is getting us to the great Deku tree. She must be best friends with him. Oh, yeah. We got some enemies. They drop their dicks. I mean, they drop their sticks. And these sticks are going to be useful for doing things, stuffing things. Very interesting. So these enemies that we're fighting right here, these are called Deku Babas. And they live in the forest, and they really shouldn't be here because they hurt you. See, I took damage. They hurt. They hurt. Ow. But, now we're here. Great Deku Tree, I'm back! Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gave strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need thee to break the curse with thy wisdom and courage. Dost thou have the courage enough to undertake this task? Ooh, this was scary for me as a kid. Like, I was just like, oh no, I don't know if I can do it. But yes, of course we can do it. Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. When Navi speaks, you should listen to her, bitch. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, we here. So, right away, you come in, there's this big web here. What's that all about? I don't know. Yes, I do. Of course I know what that's all about. I know how to do this dungeon very well. Now, you got sticks, you also got your nuts. You can't have your sticks without your nuts. I mean, come on, right? You just... Oh, I know. Anyway, you kill these guys. They're a little different. They don't stick their head straight up. So that's why they die with the nuts. Just know which Deku Babas to get your Deku dicks from. I mean, sticks. Keep doing that. What else to know? I mean, it's a Zelda dungeon. You're gonna see me play through it. Look at the wall. The vines. I know, Navi. should do a stupid voice for her. I don't know. What are we gonna get? What we gonna get? What we gonna get? What we gonna get? We got the thing! It's a dungeon map. You got these in every dungeon. That's how you know you're in a dungeon. Actually, I don't know. Anyway, this part is really silly. Navi interrupts us. She's like, hey, I know you've never seen these door things before. You gotta open it by pressing A and blah, blah, blah. Action. That. No! Anyway, I foresee that camera falling over in the future times. This is a Deku scrub. Ow. So don't just try to go over to it and attack it. It's not gonna work. He's never gonna come out of his home if you're standing above his head. So you gotta go back here. You gotta equip your shield. You know, you gotta get that shield going. And then get out, go after him. I just stand on his home and wait for him to come to me. That's easier. Ow, 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 ow. Forgive me, master. I'll give you a tip. Will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold forward, you will roll on the ground when you land and won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee it works, though, if your cliff is really, really, really high. Well, try it if you're feeling something. And I got a heart. Alright, so you might be wondering, why is the place full of little children, you know? Why is the forest children? Why forest children? Why? What does that mean? I'll talk about that in a sec, but first, ding 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 ding, you got the fairy slingshot. Why is it a fairy slingshot, not just a regular slingshot? I don't know, but usually when you come in here, you jump on this thing and it falls. And then it's like, how do I get back up? I don't know. Help me. But if you use the item that you just got, you can use the item that you just got to get the things. So, the forest children. What's that all about? So, that's the Kokiri. The Kokiri are the forest children. We are Kokiri, and they never age. They're just all the people that Link lives with in the forest. They're probably older than him. Honestly, realistically, a lot of them are probably older than him. Like Mido's probably a lot older than Link is, and Sari is probably a lot older than Link is. Sari might be the oldest there. I mean, that's just a theory, though. There's no evidence to prove that their ages or anything like that. I just like to believe that, ooh, now you got your seed. You can't have your dicks and nuts without the seed. I'm sorry. Anyway, forest children, right? Yeah, they don't age as long as they live in the forest. So that's why you can't leave the forest. Can't leave. Doesn't work. You can try, but there's a kid at the exit of the forest who says you can't leave. Kokiri can't leave the forest. Just can't do it. Not allowed. Oh, God! These are called big sculptulas. I just call them sculptulas. Like, they're the regular sculptulas to me. I mean, they're spiders that have a skull on their back. They exist in other Zelda games, like Skyward Sword, and, I don't know if they're in Twilight Princess or Wind Waker, but they're pretty cool. There's another one over there. They're pretty creepy cool. I like them. I don't really have a problem with them. As long as you just sit there and wait for them to turn around, you know, it's all good. I forgot, was there anything else I needed to say about the Kokiri? I don't think so. Now you got a compass. So now what that does is, if you look at the map, you can see where treasure chests are. So that's pretty cool. And we're gonna get a treasure chest in this room right now, but first I gotta kill this guy. Oops, I hit him when he's not turned around. Turn around, turn around, turn around. Do it. Do it, I dare you. Do it, I dare you. Die. If you try to do a jump attack on them, you'll get fucked up. Ooh, more sticks. I know, that's gonna get old, isn't it? Let me equip it. Oh yeah, baby, we're rocking and rolling. I didn't mean to do that yet. The timer is very slow. There you go. I always use my sword and attack, because if you don't, then the stick is gonna burn up. You don't want the stick to burn up, because then you don't have as many dicks. And everybody knows the more sticks you got, I don't know. Oh, dear Lord. Anyway, open. Recovery heart. Not like I needed it, but you might. Ow. See, I needed it then. I got too close to the Skulltula. I just call them all Skulltulas. You know, it's just a little easier that way. Waltula, Skulltula, Multula, you know? Yeah. So you only need to kill one of these guys around here. What the frick frack do you think I'm doing? I'm failing. Let's go diving, right? Let's go diving, guys. Whee! And now we entered the second half of the dungeon, the underground. Give me my nuts. Oh yeah, so I've been here before. I've done this so many times. You don't even know. You don't even know. I don't even know how many times I've done this dungeon. I mean, it's a lot. I could just breeze on through this. I'm hoping I don't mess up, but I mean, trying to record and commentate at the same time, you know, that's going to be a challenge. That's going to be an extra challenge for me, just doing the things, doing the recording, doing the thinking about what to say. I mean, let's keep it weird, you know? I want to keep it weird. Weird. Oh, yeah. Open sesame. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. It probably will be a lot. Oh, we got another Deku scrub. Ooh, this part. I really like this part. He's going to say something that I love. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again if you spare me. I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? Oh, yeah, that's why 23 is like one of my lucky numbers right there, yeah. It doesn't have anything to do with anything else. It's just, that's it. That's just how it is. From that scene right there, 23 is number 1. Well, you know what? I'll tell you who's 23 and number 1. I actually don't know anyone who's 23 right now. And she's just talking about water, because you gotta go in the water and you can dive. And we can dive, and we got 3 seconds worth of diving. And then you just go back here. And they give you plenty enough time in the timer. If you can't jump on that platform right away, don't worry. Just wait for it to come back. You get plenty of time. Just, you know, as long as you don't fall off. Which I almost did. There we go. We got another one of these spookers. Turn around. That's what I'm talking about. Do it again. I dare you. Boom. Get some money. More money. Now she's talking about how you can push blocks. And you just grab it and you push it. And you grab it and you push it. And you push it. Yeah. Push it. Come on. Climb. And, you know, this is thirsty work right now. I'm talking up a storm. I'm getting thirsty. I'm gonna be chugging some water when I'm done with this. dungeon. Oh, yes, sirree. Oh, yes, sirree, I will be. So it's always important to remember that Link is left-handed. So when you pull out your Deku sticks, it's gonna be on your left side. So walk to the right of things. I mean, do it. Not that you're playing the game or anything. You might just be watching this. Anyway, open it, and cry. What? Cry? What are we crying about? Are we crying about because the screepy scrawlies? Screepy scrawlies, what? Hey, I'm getting messed up here. So just try to ignore those guys. Just try to ignore them because they blow up. And we don't want to blow up today. Maybe I'll blow up one day. My trick is blowing up and act like I don't know nobody. Crawling through the hole. Could you imagine crawling through a hole like that and all this like spider webs and little bugs that be in there? Ugh. And they'd probably like get in your shirt, crawl up all up in your back, in your shirt, under your shirt. Oh my gosh, I had a bug do that to me once. I was just driving around, minding my own business with the window down, and a freaking beetle, crawled into my shirt somehow. That wasn't fun. But it wasn't the worst either. I tolerate bugs more than the average person. So, you know, for me, the way I see it, better me than somebody else, because I have a high tolerance for bugs. Like, I like the little guys. They're just tiny little animals. They don't mean nothing. They don't mean no harm, usually, most of the time. Okay, this is where he was talking about the 23 is number 1. So we got to do the middle guy, that guy, and that guy. Ow. Because you're number 2. He's going to stay paralyzed there. You're number 3. Shoot me. Spit. Bump. Dead. And then you're number 1. Lucky you. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword, and while she is stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. Deku Scrubs are kind of dumb. They're kind of innocent. Like, they're not creations of Ganondorf. They're just their own little forest creatures. That's why they're a little confused, you know? Spooky fog. The fog in the original N64 version, though. I don't know why they got rid of the fog so much. They just, like, lowered the fog to the ground. Maybe it was just in the way too much. I don't know. But what you gotta do is you gotta view and look up. Alright, so here you go. You gotta keep your eyes on the prize. You gotta keep your... When her eyeball turns red, shoot that sucker. Jump attacks. Jump attacks. Jump attacks. Now, this is really important. Because if you don't shoot her eye right away when it turns red, she's gonna spit babies on the floor at you. And you don't want to deal with the babies because they're like a nightmare. And that's it. That's all you do. No babies this time. Alright, we're almost done with this episode. There's gonna be a really important cutscene that I gotta do, and then we're gonna end it. So if you already played this game before and you don't want to watch me do the cutscenes, you can go now. I love you. Don't forget to comment because I love to read what you're thinking, and maybe I should ask comment questions because that would be a little more interesting. Anyway, we'll get that next time. Well done, Link. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I know thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell thee. Wouldst thou listen? Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreaded curse upon me. The evil man ceaselessly used his vile sorcerer's powers in search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is that in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. Feor, the goddess of courage. Din. With her strong flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. Nehru poured her wisdom into the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Feor, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. The 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens, and golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left this world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence, and the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There thou wilt surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with thee, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse upon me. You got the Kokiri Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the great Deku tree. The future depends on thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Shouldst thou ever lose thy way, seek a vision path from the Sheikah stone that stands beside thy home. Navi the fairy, help Link to carry out my will. I entreat thee, Navi, goodbye. And he's dead. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. Goodbye, great Deku Tree. Oh, it's you again. And he's still doing it. He's still doing it. Okay, what do you have to say? Hey, Link, what did you do? The great Deku Tree, did he die? How could you let such a thing happen? It's all your fault. So he blames us for that. Oh, man. So this has been Ocarina of Time. I'm gonna end this episode. And, yeah, just keep watching and enjoying my shenanigans as I play my favorite game. Thank you.